Wanted to take just a little bit of your time to show a little bit of a comparison between the Smith & Wesson Sigma 9mm right here versus the Glock 19 9mm right here. I like to think of the Sigma as the inexpensive, fully American-made version of the Glock, and I'll show you why. First, I'll go ahead and show you the external comparisons. The Sigma is just a little bit bigger than the Glock 19 in length, and in length on the pistol. Barrel length and the pistol grip length are a little bit longer than on a standard Glock 19. The width is just about the same, maybe just a hair thicker for the Sigma. But the overall weight dimensions are pretty much in keeping with the Glock 19. In fact, my Galco inside the waistband leather holster will fit a Sigma just fine. The both handguns do have dovetailed sights that are pretty easy to replace. They both have external extractors. Their takedown is both the same, and they both have safe action style trigger safeties. There's a Glock right there. There's that little lever on the trigger you must press in order to fire the gun. And for the Sigma, you can see right there the trigger itself pivots on this point right here in order to fire the gun. Main difference, of course they're both striker fired, but the main difference is the rail. This rail is proprietary type, so you have to spend the extra $10 to get the adapter. So that way right under here you'll have a Picatinny style rail so you can mount your lights, lasers, unless you go ahead and you buy a proprietary mounted lighter laser that's specifically made for the Sigma. Now I'll go ahead and do a basic breakdown. I won't pull the recoil assembly or the barrel out. So I'll just disconnect the slide from the frame. They both take down identical to each other. As you can see here. What I'll do first is I'll compare the internals of the slide assembly. Sigma's on the left, Glock is on the right. You can see there's a little bit of dimensional difference as far as length, but you can see the similarities. Extremely similar. Now keep in mind, Smith & Wesson was sued by Glock when they first came out with the Sigma line, and they had to change the Sigma line just enough to avoid continuing lawsuits from the Glock company. Now I'll show you the receiver of the gun. Again, Sigma on the left, Glock is on the right. Minor changes in the trigger assembly, but you can see a lot of similarities. Except for some minor changes dimensionally and in the trigger assembly here, these guns are pretty much dang near the same gun. In fact, I won't put this on the whole way, but to show you how similar they are, here's the Glock slide. See how it slides onto the Sigma frame. Now, it won't fit all the way due to some changes right back here, and I'm not looking to get stuck. It won't go on all the way, and it won't work. So I just want to let you know that it will not work, but very close. I wanted to show you that just to show how similar they are in dimension. Now, as far as reliability goes, Glock enjoys a very good reputation for a reason. Their guns are extremely reliable in many different conditions. The Sigma, realistically, their reliability is very close to the Glock. But due to the trigger and due to just some of the ergonomics that aren't quite like a Glock, a lot of people just don't like the Sigma. This is the first 9mm I've had. I've owned their 40s. I've owned a few of their 40s in the past, and I've never had any issues with any of them. They shot fine, Close range, they shot fine. Long range, you do have to get used to the trigger a little bit. But it's a very good gun, considering that your price point is only right around $300 versus a Glock, which sits right around average $500. Another thing I'd like to note is with the Sigma, you get two, in this particular case of the 9mm, you get two magazines, 16 rounds a piece. Or if you're in more of a restricted state, it's 10 rounds a piece. Me, I'm still in Montana. We're still free here. We get 16 rounds a piece for each mag. So right out of the bat, right out of the box, the Sigma is ready for concealed carry, and it's ready for home defense. With the exception, of course, that you would have to mount a light on it if you wanted the light option. The Sigma itself is really easy to shoot. It's not a very heavy recoiling gun. Even the 40s, I don't view the 40s as snappy at all. I don't view the 40 caliber cartridge as a snappy cartridge. To me, it's a pleasure to shoot. I haven't really shot any 40 caliber guns that I really disliked. Even shooting full power loads out of a small gun like a Glock 27 is no big deal. But in any case, I just wanted to go over some of the similarities, and hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight kind of why I like the Sigma. Again, I've never really experienced any problems. There are some lemons out there. I won't deny that. There are some lemons, just like there are lemons in the Glock world. Glock owners sometimes don't like to admit it, but sometimes these things screw up as well. It is what it is. So just wanted to show that to you real quick. If you've never fired a Sigma, go ahead and give it a fair shake and try it out yourself. Don't just listen to people, because a lot of people will tell you it's just a crappy gun, just a crappy gun. Shoot it yourself. You may like it. So, all right, thanks a lot for watching. As always, stay safe, and feel free to put your videos and your comments up, whether good or bad, about the Sigma.